What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, in today's video, we are talking about my birthday. So, I recently celebrated my birthday on Valentine's Day, by the way. I'm a Valentine baby, 14 February. Recently turned 26, so I'm a grown woman. I'm a lady. And I had the worst birthday experience ever. Story time. So, on my birthday, on February 14, it was Saturday, right? In the morning, I had 2 exams that day. How unlucky am I to have 2 exams on my birthday? Crazy. So I had microeconomics exams in the morning from 9 to 10, and I had another test at 2:30 p.m. So I made it to my school to take my microeconomics exams. We went, took it. It's the exams we take before we do finals, right? Because finals is almost there. Took it. We were like, me and my friends were going over it, and then my friend's boyfriend had come over, so he was able to take us to our condo. And we were actually talking about it. Guys, what time should I go to the other school to take the exams? Because I was planning on doing something with the school, but I had to take the test. And then they had told me, go now. And I should have listened. But you know what? It's only 10 a.m. in the morning, and that exam is at 2. So I was like, no, I still got time. So I come home and study a little bit more and then leave at 12. Because 12 and then the exam starts at 2:30, I still have so much time. I know Thailand have very terrible traffic. I know that. But I did not know that on Valentine's Day, it would be that terrible, okay? When I say it was terrible, I was in traffic for almost 2 hours. When I left home at 12, by the way, okay? So you cannot say, girl, you left late. I left home at 12. The school is 45 minutes away from me. Why was Grab telling me, oh, your estimated time for you to get to your destination? Guess, it's 2. What? What do you mean? And the weird part about it, when I knew that my day was gonna go bad, is that when the moment I had went downstairs, called Grab, I couldn't. My internet, for some reason, was not working. I did not know why. I turned off my phone, it will come on for like 2 minutes, and it will go back. So I had to come back upstairs to come and get Wi-Fi in my room to call a taxi. And the weird part is, I called the taxi. I was waiting for the taxi get here, I get in. The moment it said 2 hours, I said, sir, turn me around and take me to Siam Square. Now, I think there was one thing I could have done. I could have gotten off the taxi and got a bike, right? Bike could have gotten me there. But the problem with bike is that I didn't have internet to even do that. And my taxi driver cannot speak English, and my phone internet is not working for me to even translate. So nothing was gonna go in my favor at that point. So I was able to butcher some Thai, and then he took me to Siam Square because I needed to buy a dress for my birthday dinner. Oh, I forgot to say, I had already reserved a place, a dinner date with myself at a place called Khann. Khann is like a gastro, you know, the thing where they do like fancy, beautiful food thingy, right? And I was so unprepared that I did not have a dress. So I said, take me to Siam Square and let me go get a dress. Guess what? I had already gotten my hair done, but I did not have my nails done or my lashes done. I said, okay, dinner is at 8. We're stuck in traffic. I got to Siam Square. Then we got to Siam Square around 4. Now I have to think about the traffic I would have to get back home too. And then I'll have to think about getting my nails done, my lashes done. I said, today is not going well at all. So I tried to get my nails done. I got my nails done. Tried to get my lashes done. After I got my lashes done, it was like 6:30. I texted my friend. I said, girl, I don't think I'm going to make it. She's like, get a hotel. I said, okay, but I don't have a dress. She's like, oh, buy a dress from one of the stores. Guess what? All the dresses that I picked, were not available in store. I had to pre-order right there. And you know the crazy part? Weirdly, my phone network started working. I said, you know what? This day is not for me. This day is not my day. It may be my birthday, but it most definitely don't look like it's my day, because what do you mean the only thing that went correct in my life that day was me going to take the test at 9 to 10. Anything after that I wanted to do, that I had planned to do, did not go as planned. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to make it back home. But after I got my lashes done, I had already given up. Because I couldn't find a dress. And I was even telling myself, if the only dress I could use, I have at home. But if I was to drive, I live from Siam Square, that's central Bangkok. It's about an hour and 30 minutes away from my house. If I was to come back here, get dressed, let's say I'm not taking a shower, get dressed and go, that I will not make it. When I got back home, it was 7:30. Sorry. And now the restaurant is calling me. I said, sir, I'm not gonna make it. That's the part, I had made a down, what's the thing called, down deposit? A deposit, basically, for 2,000 baht, which is equivalent to like $64 or so. I did not make it to my dinner. Yeah, I did not, unfortunately. I cried. I cried that night because what was going on in my head when I just wanted to have dinner is that I had had such a hard time the whole of last year. And I had recently, on January 28th was my mother's 1-year anniversary. And I had been going through it. So the only thing for me to cheer myself out is like, let me just go for dinner and do something nice for myself. And that failed miserably. So I cried. Yeah, the tears I couldn't control. But if there's one thing that I had always told myself is, if I have to cry, I'm gonna cry. You probably won't see those tears, but I will cry by myself and cheer myself up after that and go do something that'll make me happy. Because life is gonna life. And I think in that moment when I was crying, I was not mad at anybody. I was not mad at Thailand. I was not mad at nobody. I was upset with myself because I'm such a good planner. I plan everything. Or I make sure that at least I have backup plans to things. But for this, I thought everything would go so well that I didn't plan for it to turn out this way. But I'm going to make it up for myself. I'm going to make it up for myself at some point. But it was terrible. It low-key discouraged me because I was like, the only one time I try to do something for myself. And then everything just breaks up on me like that. So it was an eye-opener to maybe plan well, and also the bright side. There was a bright side that I was looking at it from, though. Even though it did not go as planned, I was sitting there eating a cake. My friend came to wish me a happy birthday at that midnight, brought a cake, and I was eating that cake, and I was saying, maybe if I had won, something bad could have happened to me. That was another way I was looking at it. Is even though I was mad and crying, I still was able to see a little bit to, the bright side. Was like, what if I had got into an accident? What if something bad could have happened? Maybe it's good that I didn't go to the dinner, And then when I was sitting there, I have twin siblings, and the girl called me and she was like, I was calling to wish you a happy birthday. Even though I was not in the mood to hear anybody's wishes, I really appreciated it. It made my day, and it made me feel better. And all the other siblings were there, so they also wished me a happy birthday. And I genuinely was grateful for that, because as much as that things didn't go as planned, at least, whilst I was having the worst day of my life, well, not of my life, because I've had worse days. Losing my mother was way worse, but one of the worst days of my life, there was also my siblings there, not knowing what I was going through, but just showed up at the right moment to, cheer me up. So I also appreciate that. But yeah, this is my it was an experience for sure, but maybe next time, next year. But I'm gonna make this up for myself. Most definitely gonna make this up. I'm gonna treat myself to, like, after final exams, I'm gonna treat myself to like a mini trip before my main trip comes up. But yeah, this was my little story time, and I think this could also go into my little diary series, because this was also something that was going through my mind. So I guess we could put it in my diary series. So this is my diary series, episode 1. Yay! But yeah, this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I'm going to leave the video here. We may see each other another day in another diary video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.